you were always producing a show,
Right.
and sometimes the only other cast members you could wrangle were me. Sometimes the only audience you could wrangle was me. So I was always involved in some capacity.
I wonder what was the ratio. I feel like I made you be in shows more than I made you watch them, but I don't remember.
Yeah, because you also needed to practice being a technical theater person,
Right.
behind the scenes. So you needed a star,
Right.
as it were. So
That's true.
It was, lots of long hours, few breaks.
No unions.
No unions.
No child labor laws.
Definitely not. So it was very rewarding for me to, have your daughter ask to put on a show that you had to work in, and I just got to sit back and be an audience member and watch you reap all of the seed you sown.
But I mean, we were doing shows in our basement back then.
Oh yeah.
And during COVID, that skill has become really handy. So
you're welcome.
You're right.
We had a lot of. We had a stage in the basement. We later had an outdoor stage. We had a pretty eccentric upbringing.
Yeah, I mean, it was always cool. I remember the stage in the basement was just two curtains on curtain, like you could open the curtains individually. It was not a raised stage from what I mean, it was just on maybe there was like a little,
there was like a
bandstand. You could stand up like a band leader stand. And not much with lighting. But then definitely like 2.0 when we were in our teens, I guess, was building basically like a standalone deck in the backyard. That was, I want to say like 15 by 20 feet. Like
it was a decent stage.
And it
wasn't
had like
very deep, but
no. It had like a trap door in the middle.
It had and fog ports.
Right. So piping for fog that came out everywhere.
A ridiculous electrical wiring.
Nothing to code.
That was just like awful. The older I've gotten and learned more about modern electrical code, the more amazed I am that we lived.
Well, and not even lighting, but like flash pots. In the stage floor, and basically, a flash pot is two bolts. And you run electricity into
like a hair wire,
right? And you wrap a thin wire around them, and when you turn the electricity on, that wire burns through.
Just shorting a circuit,
right?
By design,
having probably 5 or 6 of those built into the floor of a wooden stage that is also outside. But we learned a lot about building stuff and electrical wiring. I mean, even if it wasn't to code, it was done properly enough. I mean, like it worked, and it it was definitely. I look back at a lot of the sort of fabrication skills that we learned then, sort of playing in the backyard that came in handy later.
And our loving and patient parents.
That's true. Very, very enabling.
Very
parents.
enabling.
Yes.
Well, to them.